Apple and Google just did the unthinkable. Two longtime rivals in tech are now collaborating to rebuild Siri, Apple's personal assistant, and it's a move that could redefine how AI works on your devices. For years, Siri has been playing catch-up when it comes to personal assistants, and Apple very well knows that it can't afford to fall further behind in the AI race. So instead of starting from scratch, they've pulled a rabbit out of the hat by making a strategic call to partner with Google using Gemini as the intelligence backbone for a dramatically reimagined Siri. Now, what does this mean for the end user? The change is immediate and hopefully meaningful. Siri will be becoming more conversational, context-aware, and genuinely helpful, able to understand your flights, calendars, reminders, and personal queries the way a real assistant should. The key twist, though, is privacy and security. Apple isn't simply routing your data to Google. Siri will still run on-device and through Apple's private cloud compute, ensuring personal information stays protected and secure. Smarter AI should not come at the cost of privacy. And that's Apple's edge. It's kind of interesting because you have Gemini working on Samsung devices and on the Pixel devices and across other Android OEMs as well. But now Apple, with this handshake with Google, might change the game completely in terms of how you can use Gemini in the most secure way and probably the most user-friendly way across an ecosystem. Let's zoom out for a minute. This is a win for both sides. Let me explain. Google's Gemini gains massive credibility by powering intelligence across iPhones and other Apple devices, while Apple will accelerate innovation without abandoning its core principles. They've been laggard in this space. For the last year, we've been waiting to see a new Apple Intelligence, a new Siri. Now, those of you tracking the Apple Intelligence story, and especially all of the updates from WWDC last year in June, would say, but OpenAI and ChatGPT had also partnered with Apple for Apple Intelligence. Well, there's a little difference in what they announced with ChatGPT and what's happening with Google. Now, ChatGPT was an optional feature for complex queries. Gemini, this current announcement, is being built directly into the foundation of Siri, the foundational models of Siri. Gemini will be the brain for common parlance for standard Siri operations, while ChatGPT remains an opt-in tool for more complex requests. I think Apple will continue to build on these other LLMs as well, but for now it will be Gemini at the heart and brain of all of it. Apple will run customized Gemini models on its private cloud compute or PCC infrastructure. This allows Siri to use Google's AI while keeping user data within Apple's privacy-focused system. This new Gemini-powered Siri, expected to launch at WWDC, which would be in June 2026 with the new iOS, will handle multi-step tasks across different apps. So if you're doing trip planning or some sort of contextual reminders, more complex tasks around what you want to do with Apple Intelligence. Now, for those keyboard warriors in the comment section who'll be saying if you can't beat them, join them, this isn't about Apple conceding when it comes to AI. It's Apple owning their privacy and security narrative and that product layer that they talk about while renting Google's compute. Just like it's done before with Intel, for example, before they built their own silicon, and now we've seen what Apple Silicon's all about with the M line and you know, where we see their laptops and even on their phones and how powerful they are in terms of compute, processing, thermal management and whatnot. And then eventually they said adios to Intel when they took full control. This seems more like a smart, calculated move while they get their shop internally together and aligned to leverage and harness the strengths of someone who's doing it right. And it's, like I said, a win-win for Google as well because they are showing that they have that platform, that service, which can be rented out by the best in the business. Unprecedented in the world of tech, but it's happening and you heard it first on Tech 360.